Hello everyone, this is DianaWisinger discussing my philosophy of education. After taking the surveys on philosophy of education and reading the different readings that were available, I find myself very intrigued by the idea of the philosophy of education of any one person. Everyone's philosophy of education is so different based on all of our experiences and most likely the population that we serve or service. For me, I find myself drawn towards the behavioralism philosophies because my population of students is early childhood special education with a diagnosis of autism. And for these children, behavior is a huge thing that impedes their learning, and therefore it's the forefront of what my program runs. I believe that students need to leave my classroom the best student that they can be, which allows them to be lifelong learners. And if they have behavior under control, then they can learn anything and go anywhere and do anything they want. So I agree with, Skinner was a behaviorist, and the idea is that behavior can be modified, changed, and you manipulate the environment by doing that. I also found that I was drawn towards or answered questions towards progressivism as well as existentialism. Sorry. For progressivism, I want students, once the behavior is under control, to have experiences. Without experiences, there isn't a lot of meaning, often, for many students. Students can learn rotely by memorization very easily, but without experience, there is not a connection for the students. So I want the students to connect with what they're doing. I believe that that's a very important piece of learning, and therefore I also believe in formative evaluation. I want to give them information and feedback based on what was done, not just a summary of what they did, but I want them to know what was correct or what was incorrect and how the correct answer could be or what it could be or how it could look. Goes kind of back to the behavior piece, I think. And then as far as the existentialism, I am caring and flexible. In the field of special education, you must be flexible, and that is on a daily basis. Things change, things happen, kids have good days, bad days, adults have good days and bad days. I have lots of staff in the classroom to support the program, and flexible is just an important part of being a teacher. I also believe that it's very important to be caring. My students need to know that they are loved and deserving of anything and everything that every other child or person in the world is. So I want to create a comforting environment. I want them to know what the procedures are and things so that they can know the expectations. I think that my philosophy of education will change constantly with the underlying basis of I want students to have behavior under control so that they can be effective lifelong learners. That's my number one goal, is for students to become lifelong learners. Enjoy education and the challenge of education, and in order to do that they need to be good students. And then I want them to have experiences, and with those experiences I want them to be in a caring, loving, and comforting environment. I think that all of these things are so incredibly important for education that it just, allows for incredible learning to take place, and it forever will. And I plan on continuing my philosophy of education and allowing for room for it to change as my experiences and things change, but at this time, in the place I'm at, with the student I teach, this is how I feel about my philosophy of education. Thank you. Bye.